In January 2005, NASA launched a unique probe into space. Its mission was to find out where water on Earth actually came from. This probe, named Deep Impact, traveled 270 million kilometers and reached near a comet. Hidden inside this comet were secrets that had been searched for centuries. In the entire universe, there's only one place where human beings can survive: Earth. It almost feels like Earth was designed specifically for humans. It has everything essential for life: water, food, and oxygen. In this vast and giant universe, we don't yet know of any other planet like Earth where life can exist naturally. But around 5 billion years ago, Earth didn't even exist. The area where Earth and our solar system are now located is actually the edge of the Milky Way galaxy. Before our planet existed, there was a massive cloud made up of dust and gases in this region, a molecular cloud. This cloud contained dust particles including sand, silicon, and various metal elements. These clouds were formed from the remnants of dead stars. In the early universe, stars that used up all their fuel exploded, scattering their particles across space. These clouds aren't like the ones we see in the sky, but have been captured through the Hubble Space Telescope. Amazingly, this cloud was about 100 light years wide, meaning light would take 100 years to travel from one side to the other. To understand this better, imagine that the distance between the Sun and Earth is 6 million times smaller than this cloud. These molecular clouds are where new stars and planets are born, and the force that drives this formation is gravity. In space, gravity pulls objects toward each other. The more massive the object, the stronger its gravity. In a molecular cloud, particles start attracting each other due to gravity. Larger particles pull in smaller ones, and as they collide, energy is generated. This heats up the core of the rotating cloud. This process continued for millions of years. The core became larger, spun faster, and got hotter, eventually turning into a giant fireball. Our Sun, the leftover cloud, began orbiting the Sun, and from its particles and gases, the planets, moons, and other celestial bodies in the solar system were formed. But how exactly did this process occur? This remained a mystery until the 1700s, when German philosopher Immanuel Kant and French scholar Pierre-Simon Laplace proposed the hypothesis of planetary formation from molecular clouds. Initially, this was just an idea. Between the 1920s and 1950s, telescopes became more advanced, but it was still hard to observe inside dust clouds. The invention of radio and infrared telescopes in the 1970s and 1980s changed this. Scientists could now observe star formation inside these clouds, confirming that stars are born inside molecular clouds and planets are formed from the leftover material. But how does this process actually start? Stay tuned for part 2. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss it. See you soon on Teqsquare Media.